Hello again, me and my friend John. I never have tea during the week, only on the weekend. But John, he never has tea during the week. He only has coffee. Me, I never have tea. I only have coffee like John. Now, he never has coffee in the afternoon. He never has a coffee or he never has coffee. Valen los dos. He never has coffee in the afternoon. Me? Every afternoon I have a cup of coffee after lunch. But he never has a cup of coffee after lunch. He has a tea. He's British. He has tea at 5 o'clock. I never have a tea at 5 o'clock. I never have anything at 5 o'clock. But I have a whiskey. I have a whiskey every day at about 7 p.m. El cambio de afternoon or evening is siempre con el primer whiskey. I have a whiskey at 7 p.m., but he never has a whiskey in the afternoon or evening. He never has a whiskey in the afternoon or evening.
Hola y bienvenidos a la clase 88. En esta clase vamos a ver la frase He never has coffee during the week. Él nunca toma café durante la semana. I always have coffee during the week. No entiendo cómo él sobrevive sin café, pero bueno. He never. Vamos a centrarnos en la primera parte de la clase. He never. Fíjate del orden. He never has, no he has never. Tienes que decir he never has con el adverbio de frecuencia never antes del verbo principal has, have. He never has. Y escucha la pronunciación. Never. Seguro que lo tienes bien, pero vamos a mejorarlo, perfeccionarlo. Never. 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 Muy bien. I never have sugar with my coffee. Yo nunca tomo azúcar con mi café. They never have ice cream in winter. Ellos nunca comen helados en invierno. She never swims in winter. Ella nunca se baña en invierno, in winter, en invierno. He never has. Y si es tercera persona es he never has.
All right, hello, it's Mr. Strong, and say hello to these. Mwah, mwah. Okay, today I'm going to give you 3 tips. 3 consejos. Os voy a dar 3 consejos to be strong. That's right, 3 tips. Now, things I do and things my friend Paco does. Okay, so, number 1, I never eat sweets. Nunca como dulces. I never eat sweets. Never. I never eat them. And Paco, my friend Paco, he never eats sweets. Never. Miraos, después de el sujeto va el never. I never. He never. Acordaros en tercera persona. I never eat. He never eats. Él nunca come dulce. He never eats sweets. Okay. Tip number 2. I never watch TV. No. I never, ever, ever. Para ponerle énfasis decimos ever. I never watch TV. And Paco never watches TV. And tip number 3. I never, never, never have carbohydrates after 6 p.m. And Paco never has carbs after 6.
Estamos de vuelta con la segunda parte de la frase. Have coffee. Hemos visto antes he never, él nunca, y cómo va el adverbio de frecuencia never antes del verbo principal, to have. He never has coffee. Y no decimos he never takes coffee. El verbo tomar traducimos como have. He never has coffee. Y no olvidas esa tercera persona, ese. He never has coffee. She never has tea in summer. Ella nunca toma té en verano, porque hace calor. We never have coffee after lunch. Nunca tomamos café después de comer. We never have coffee. Y la pronunciación de coffee es la importante. We never have coffee, no café. Aunque es café en español, es coffee. 2 sílabas. Co con una O. Coffee. Así es, muy bien. Y la palabra del día no tiene nada que ver con coffee, es headphones, auriculares. Headphones, literalmente cabeza, teléfonos, headphones. Yo tengo algunos auriculares nuevos. I have some new headphones. Y son muy bonitas. And they're really nice.
Chicos, sé que tengo el castellano totalmente bajo control, es decir, under control, pero hay algunas cosas que nunca voy a entender. En serio, seriously. ¿Por qué dicen aquí tomar café? Take coffee. Ugh, no se puede decir. Take coffee significa que es un ladrón. Significa robar el café de alguien. No, tiene que decir have coffee. Claro, have coffee. Pues, el otro día Ricky me ha dicho que Roberto nunca toma café, pero ha dicho Roberto never takes coffee. Pero claro, no es un ladrón. Mira, dilo en casa conmigo. Por cierto, es never has coffee. Otra vez. Never has coffee. Good. Well, Pilar never has coffee, Marta never has coffee, and Miguel never has coffee. Pero yo sí. Pero no demasiado, ¿eh? No.
Estamos con la última parte de la frase. During the week. ¿Cómo es en español? Durante la semana. During the week. Y mira cómo pronuncia the, sacando la lengua. La semana. The week. Durante la semana. During the week. Eso es, muy bien. Decimos durante la semana, durante el año. During the year. During the month. Durante el mes. Y durante el día. During the day. I don't drink alcohol during the day, just some evenings. Yo no bebo alcohol durante el día, solo algunas tardes. I don't drink alcohol during the day. He doesn't drink alcohol during the month of June. Él no bebe alcohol durante todo el mes de junio. No sé por qué, pero es así. Vamos a repasar toda la frase. He never has coffee. He never, el adverbio de frecuencia que va antes del verbo principal have, has coffee con la tercera persona es y la pronunciación de café perfecto, coffee, during the week, durante la semana. ¿Y cómo era la palabra de la clase? Eso es headphones. Muy bien, cabezas, teléfonos, headphones. Excelente.
It's technology time, but shh, I'm chatting with my friend, Svetlana. Ooh, yeah. Another message. Mira. She wants to know what I do during the week. She wants to know what I do during the week. Entre semana. During the week. During. No se dice during. During. During the week. Entre semana. I do a lot of things. I play video games during the week. I have lunch with my friend Osvaldo during the week. I fight hackers during the week. A lot of things. I play video games. I have lunch. I fight hackers. Ha dejado la conversación. She left the conversation. Aww.
Hello. Yes. May I speak to? May I speak to Charles Evans? Yes, this is Charles Evans. Mr. Evans. Hello. My name is Richard Vaughn. I'm calling on behalf of Jennifer Smith. I'm calling on behalf of. Estoy llamando por mediación de o en nombre de Nuestra Señorita. I'm calling on behalf of. Okay, when you call somebody, say, may I speak to? Hello? May I speak to Charles Evans, please? May I speak to Charles Evans, please? Ahora, al aparato. Soy yo. This is Mr. Evans, or this is Charles Evans. This is Charles Evans. Hello, Mr. Evans. I'm calling you on behalf. I'm calling you on behalf of Peter Brown. I'm calling you on behalf of Peter Brown. On behalf of. Okay?
Hello and welcome to a new day. Are you ready for class? I am. All right, let's begin. Could I speak to Mr. X? Oh, good morning. This is Z. I'm calling on behalf of Mr. Y. Okay? La traducción. ¿Puedo hablar con el señor X? Oh, buenos días. Soy Z. Llamo de parte del señor Y. Okay, aquí tenemos nombres con letras. So, empezamos con could I speak to Mr. X? Okay, could I? Puedo o también podría hablar con el señor X. Como es pregunta, el orden es could, así, could, puedo, podría, más sujeto I. Could I, y después el verbo básico. Could I speak to Mr. X? Okay, so could I speak to Mr. X? ¿Puedo hablar con el señor X? Could I help you? ¿Podría ayudarte? Could I help you? Okay. Could I open the window? ¿Puedo abrir la ventana? Okay. Could I go? ¿Puedo ir? ¿Podría ir? So again, could I, could we? Could we do it? ¿Podríamos hacerlo or podemos hacerlo? Okay, so keep practicing could.
Today I'm very excited because I'm going to apply for jobs in the shopping centre. Perfect. Hi, could I speak to Mr. Murray, please? Yes, I'd like to apply for a job in your shop. Oh, well, when will he be back? Oh, well, could I speak to Mrs. Flanders, please? Oh, okay, I'll call back in 5 minutes. ¿Has visto qué educada soy? Could I speak to Mr. Murray, please? Repeat with me. Could I speak to Mr. Murray, please? Oh, beautiful. Okay, another shop. Hi there. I'd like to speak to Mr. Martinez. Yes? I'd like to apply for a job in your shop. Do I have experience shopping? Yes, I have a lot of experience shopping. Yes, could I please speak to Mr. Martinez? Okay, well, I'll call back tomorrow. Last one. Hi there, could I speak to Mr. O'Connor, please? Yes, I'd like to apply for a job in your shop. It's April. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Okay, let's continue with our lesson. The sentence, could I speak to Mr. X? Oh, good morning. This is Z. I'm calling on behalf of Mr. Y. ¿Puedo hablar con el señor X? Oh, buenos días. Soy Z. Estoy llamando o llamo de parte del señor Y. So the second part is, oh, good morning. This is Z. Okay, this is. Remember, cuando nos presentamos, usamos la forma impersonal. Okay, ojo, decimos, this is. Oh, hello, this is Hannah, right? Soy Hannah. This is Hannah. Entonces, cuando presentamos personas, otra vez usamos la forma impersonal. Literalmente decimos, esta es, o este es. Si tengo dos personas aquí, Pepe y María, digo, Pepe, this is María. María, this is Pepe. Literalmente, este es y esta es, ¿ok? Con los nombres de las personas. So remember, en inglés, cuando presentamos las personas, usamos la forma impersonal, ¿ok? So this is Pepe, ¿ok? This is María. Tienes una foto. This is my brother. This is my father. Okay, so remember, this is.
Oh, look at this. Las pitonizas de los horóscopos son completamente falsas. No son nada más que pretendientes a mi trono. Look at this one. What's her name? Crystal. What kind of name is Crystal? Oh, look, there's a telephone number. Oh, but of course, I, the great Destiny, don't need a telephone. Crystal, can you hear me? This is Destiny. I am Destiny. Oh, what was that? Los espíritus de los que no hablan inglés están aquí. When we present ourselves by telephone, or in my case, by telepathy, we say, this is, and not I am. This is Destiny. This is Destiny. Wait, I'll try again. Crystal, this is Destiny. Hear me. This is Destiny, Crystal. It's hopeless.
Ok, ya llegamos a la última parte de la clase. Repetimos la frase. Could I speak to Mr. X? Oh, good morning. This is Z. I'm calling on behalf of Mr. Y. ¿Puedo hablar con el señor X? Buenos días, soy Z. Llamo en nombre de o de parte del señor Y. So the last part is, I'm calling on behalf of Mr. Y. Okay, la expresión es to call or to talk or to speak on behalf of. Son tres palabras, on behalf of. En español significa en nombre de o de parte de. Okay, for example, I'm speaking on behalf of my family, right? Estoy hablando en nombre de o de parte de mi familia. So on behalf of. And remember, behalf, la L es muda. No decimos behalf, okay? No, behalf. On behalf of. Okay, y también la palabra del día de hoy es brochure, okay? ¿Qué significa brochure? Es folleto, okay? So I have a brochure, or there's a brochure on the table. So repeat, could I speak to Mr. X? Oh, good morning. This is Z. I'm calling on behalf of Mr. Y. See you next time.
Working? On Christmas Day? I couldn't think of anything worse. No. I'm calling head office. Working on Christmas Day. Yeah, good morning, head office. Hi, I'm calling on behalf of Mr. Pilgrim, my boss, and, my name? No, you see, that's not really important because I'm actually calling on behalf of Mr. Pilgrim, my boss. Yeah. Doesn't believe me. To call on someone's behalf is how we say llamar en el nombre de alguien. So, let's say this together. I'm calling on Mr. Pilgrim's behalf. Good. You see, Mr. Pilgrim has asked me to call you on his behalf because there seems to be just a slight problem with the Christmas rota. Yeah, Sir, con todo debido respeto, with all due respect, I'm calling you on my boss's behalf. You need to change the You're calling him to see if I'm calling you on his behalf. Oh.
Hello. When are you planning to set off? When are you going? When are you planning to set off? Emprender viaje is to set off, con doble F, to set off. Before setting off, before setting off, I recommend looking at a map. Yes. Otherwise, you could get lost. You might get lost. You could get lost. You may get lost. And it's not very pleasant to get lost. When was the last time you got lost? Perderse por ahí, entre las calles, en el barrio ese. It's very complicated. I hope you don't get lost. So before you set off, or before setting off, I recommend looking at a map. Or I recommend you look at a map before setting off. Because if you set off without looking at a map, you could get lost. I recommend looking at a map before setting off. That way you won't get lost. I recommend looking at a map before setting off. That way you won't get lost. I recommend looking at a map. I recommend looking at a map. I recommend, en español diría es probablemente te recomiendo que veas o recomiendo que veas. En inglés decimos recomiendo, nunca te recomiendo. Siempre recomiendo viendo, literalmente. I recommend looking, o sea, recomiendo que mires o que veas un mapa o un plano. I recommend looking at a map. I recommend studying in the evenings. Oh, I recommend to study English. Oh, I recommend getting up early in the morning to study. I recommend watching this program every day. Gerundio siempre después. I recommend spending more time with English. I recommend looking at a map before setting off. That way, you won't get lost. I recommend looking at a map. I recommend coming earlier. I recommend spending more time. I recommend doing this. I recommend doing that. I recommend watching me.
Hi guys, Felicity here. Do you want to be more like me? Oh, of course you do. Well, today I have Felicity's 5 rules to be a happy person. Number 1, I recommend buying a puppy. Eso es, I recommend buying a puppy. Y no, I recommend buy. Y no, I recommend you buy. Sino, I recommend buying a puppy. Repeat. Oh, perfect, guys. I recommend buying a puppy, or 2 puppies, or 3 puppies, or 4, or... Okay, number 2. I recommend watching a musical, singing every day. Oh, it's so much fun. Number 3. I recommend watching a romantic comedy before work, first thing in the morning. So how could you not love first thing in the morning? Oh. Number 4, I recommend giving strangers hugs. Oh, strangers on the metro, on the bus, giving them hugs. Oh, lovely. And number 5, for Felicity's fun, is spending time with friends and family. What could be more fun?
I recommend looking at a map before setting off. That way, you won't get lost. Pero ahora la palabra del día, the word of the day, que es verbo, to lean, escrito lean, to lean on, apoyarse en, I'm leaning on the table. O lean against, apoyarse contra algo horizontal, leaning against the wall. I'm leaning on the table. I'm leaning against the wall. I'm leaning on you. Lean on me, apóyate en mí. Lean on me. Te ayudo a andar por la calle. Lean on me. Escrito lean. To lean es apoyarse en o apoyarse contra. To lean on, to lean against. Okay, I recommend looking at a map before setting off. To set off es emprender viaje. Salir de viaje, ya. Emprender viaje. Ya salir. El momento de salir is to set off. When are you setting off? O set out, también se puede decir. To set off or to set out. And I recommend looking at a map before setting off. Before setting off. To set off. Doble F. Off. To set, S-E-T. Set. To set off is emprender viaje. No hay que decir viaje. Simply to set off or to set out. I recommend looking at a map before setting off. That way, you won't get lost.
Hey, how's it going? Felicity has asked me to make her a packed lunch before she sets off on another one of her trips. Now, she's setting off in half an hour, so I'll have to be quick. But, sorry. I should explain. To set off means salir. So, come on, say this with me. Felicity has asked me to make her a lunch before she sets off. Okay, good. But I think she should bring me some more food before she sets off, no? I mean, I don't exactly have much choice. Let me call her. Hey, Felicity. Listen, I recommend you bringing me some more food before setting off, eh? I mean, I have an apple and a peach. Well, yeah, okay. Apple and peach sandwiches. Yeah, it's possible. Okay, and Felicity, I recommend looking up the address, before setting off. Okay. No, Felicity? I recommend looking at a map before setting off, okay?
Hello again. I recommend looking at a map before setting off. Before setting off. That way, you won't get lost. That way, de ese modo, de esa manera, de esa forma. Así no te perderás. Perderse is to get lost. Estar perdido is to be lost. Pero para be lost hay que get lost. To get lost, no te pierdas por ahí en esas calles. Don't get lost. To get lost. But that way, de esa manera, así, recomiendo que mires un mapa primero antes de emprender el viaje, porque de esa manera, de otra manera, o de esa manera, no te perderás. That way, así de sencillo. That way, this way, that way. That way, you won't get lost. And my friend, I don't want you to get lost with English. So, en el itinerario de aprender inglés, recomiendo un mapa también, un mapa de esfuerzo. So, I recommend looking at an effort map before setting off on your trip to learn English on the long journey. That way, you won't get lost. Seguirnos, a nosotros. Follow us. We know the way. Yeah, we're the map.
Okay, now, Felicity, my dear, don't forget to bring some water with you, okay? That way you won't get thirsty. And that way you won't get too hot in the sun. And don't forget to bring some food with you either, okay? Because that way you won't get hungry, of course. Okay, all right, now have a good trip. Okay, all right. Right, bye. That was just Felicity. She's going on another one of her trips with the guests. You know, she needs a lot of advice when she's going on a trip with the guests. That way she doesn't get too stressed, you know? Stress these days. Hey, at home, practice it with me now, okay? Let's say it together. That way Felicity won't get stressed. Say it again. That way she won't get stressed. Now practice it more at home, okay? That way you'll learn it. Good. Now, I always call her to give her advice. That way, there's a possibility that she won't make a mess of it. Oh, that poor girl. She's not right in the head, you know.